Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello, Assalamualaikum, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges, educators, and fellow students. My name is Safiah. I'm a first year PhD student at the Center for the Promotion of Knowledge and Language Learning at Universiti Malaysia Sabah, UMS. In today's digitalized education landscape, students from Generation Z and Generation Alpha are very media literate. They are media savvy. They use social media for adaptive learning and self-directed learning. As a student studying in mass communication since my undergraduate in my master's, and now I'm doing my PhD related to communication officials. I also taught undergraduate students in news and writing course and also media and society course. So I noticed that students are more engaged in visual cues. Therefore, I took this opportunity to use social media for teaching and learning, specifically using TeachTok application as a teaching aid for lecturers and teachers to visualize these mass communication abstract concepts and theories. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you TeachTok. My idea of TeachTok is an innovative method that uses TeachTok application as a teaching aid in teaching and learning, in classes, in lectures, in tutorials. The name TeachTok is an amalgamation of the word teach, Mengajar, and talk from the TeachTok brand. So TeachTok is easily remembered and it sounds like TikTok. The objectives of TeachTok method are: first one is to use TeachTok filters to visually represent concepts and theories in media and mass communication. And objective number 2 is to demonstrate how students and the public can interact with these filters to see how information can be altered, shaped, or biased before it reaches the audience. TeachTok filters, also called as effects. These filters typically use augmented reality or AR technology that is sometimes combined with computer vision, and recently more and more artificial intelligence components are introduced to TeachTok filters like face recognition, gesture reduction, background removal, and overlays. In using TeachTok, you first need to open up TeachTok apps at your cell phone. Then click the plus button to start a new post, whether it is a video or photo. Then select any filters or effects, and then the view all effects underneath here will appear. Tap on view all effects. I created a few effects as an example for this innovation project. This filter is called framing, where the sender of information put only certain information in the frame that they are sending to the audience. For example, I don't want to show people about the window, so I only selectively put the photo that exclude the window. That's how framing works. This filter called noise message, where people can interpret differently because there are some obstruction to the visual or audio of the messages. Next, beauty standard.
You can ask the flowers.
Beauty standard filter shows how certain information are being enhanced or being beautified to create this false representation of the actual information. This is the actual information, and when filters are
You can ask the flowers.
effect, the information perceived differently from the original information. And we want every media users to understand this concept. For TeachTok method is the analogy or simplification of mass communication process. The analogy is TikTok users use filters to enhance or manipulate the outcome of a photo to be seen by the followers that is very similar to how different sources of information like government, media companies, and individuals strategically manipulate the information that they are sending to the receiver or the recipients or the audience using tactics like framing, biases, and agenda setting. Target users of TeachTok. TeachTok helps both lecturers and students to visualize the communication process that will ultimately contribute to improvement of students' knowledge and understanding of how messages are manipulated from the sender, and then also included the medium where the message may be altered. There might be noises involved in this communication process before it reaches the receiver or the recipients in the communication process. Results and impact of TeachTok. The introduction of TeachTok offers a new novel variation of method in teaching and learning, where teachers and students can easily integrate TikTok into their teaching and learning. It makes digital education seamless. Also, TeachTok can engage students with peer-to-peer learning activities. TeachTok also bridges social media with academic insights, making intangible concepts and theories in media studies and mass communication easily searched, remembered, and shared among students. This innovation, therefore, can connect the communities of learners, educators, and academicians in academic discourse. TeachTok can be used to teach basic concepts and theories in mass communication, like bias, framing, agenda setting, etc. In lectures, tutorials, assessments, maybe quiz, group projects, presentations, workshops, etc. TeachTok method makes learning more fun, engaging, memorable, relatable, and impactful for students' learning processes. Let's see what students say about the idea of TeachTok. Therefore, TeachTok has immense potential for commercialization. Remember when we play with monocular or the toy telescope, this kind of toy represents the actual tool. Similarly with TeachTok, where the tools to mask the information or to filter the information can be built into toy form so that even the students and kids can learn and exposed to how information is shared in the mass media. We just need more strategic research and innovation to develop these tools. It can be developed into tools or toy that can reach wider audience, both formal and informal learning environments. This is where the market of these tools can also reach wider audience, such as parents and children, the social media enthusiasts, or the influencer educational institutions, the government, non-profits, whoever that need to train people with media literacy. So, ladies and gentlemen, by joining this innovation contest for digital teaching aid with TeachTok, I hope to pioneer a new way of media literacy education that can resonate with today's digital native learners. As social media continues to shape public perception, the need for innovative, accessible tools like TeachTok becomes more urgent. I would like to invite researchers, educators, and industry partners to join in expanding this idea. Together, we can develop more interactive filters, physical prototypes, and comprehensive educational modules, making TeachTok a relevant digital teaching aid for mass communication and media education. Come and support this journey to empower the next generation with critical skills to navigate the mass communication and digital world. Thank you.